Good morning, Year 4. And this is your literacy video for if you've got this booklet on Thursday the 14th of January. Now for today's learning, we're going to be looking at a text called Bill's New Frock. And from my contents page, I can tell that it's on pages 8 and 9 and that it's a fiction text. And just by reading that title, I can make a prediction about what I think the text is going to be about. So Bill's New Frock. Bill is a boy's name. Okay, so Bill the boy and his new frock. And frock is another word for dress. So I think, using my predicting skills, that this text is going to be about a boy that starts to wear a dress. So I've turned to my page and I'm just going to read to you this introduction. Okay, it says, Bill's New Frock tells the story of Bill Simpson, and Simpson is Bill's last name, his surname. A boy who wakes up one morning to find that he has become a girl. Bill is surprised to discover that boys and girls are treated very differently. In this extract, Bill realises that he has turned into a girl, but no one else seems to notice. Okay, so I'm going to give you some time now to read this text. Remember to look for those words that you are unfamiliar with, and remember, if you are struggling with a word, that's okay. But rather than asking for help straight away, see if you can figure it out yourself. So you might want to look for any sounds that you know. You might want to break it down. And sometimes you might just need to have a little bit of a guess with it. Okay, so let's have a look at your questions. Now I'm going to focus on questions 1 and questions 5 today because they're asking you to look at specific words. Okay, so question 1 says, what does the word baffled in line 2 mean? And it asks you to use a dictionary. Now, please don't worry if you haven't got a dictionary at home, because you can always look for words and their meanings using the internet. So if you went onto the internet and you searched an online dictionary, then typed in the word baffled, that would help you to find out what it meant. But I also like to reread that sentence to see if I can figure it out for myself. So it tells me that it's in line 2. Now, if we look at our text, you can see that there are numbers down the side, and they are your line numbers. They tell you what line you're on. So if I'm looking for line number 2, it's going to be the second line down. So I'm going to give that sentence another read. He was still standing, staring at himself in the mirror, quite baffled, when his mother swept in. So he's woken up and he's found out he's a girl, which I imagine was a bit of a shock if you went to bed as a boy. And it says that he's quite baffled. Now I've got to try and figure out what that word means. Okay. And then question number 5, the next one I'm going to focus on today, asks you to explain why Bill says that what he's experiencing could be a nightmare. And again, it gives us a line number. So the first thing I'm going to do is to look at that line and reread my sentence. So line 28. Okay, it's a very short sentence and it starts my paragraph. And it says, or it could be a nightmare. Now think about what nightmares usually are. Are they nice dreams or are they not very nice dreams? And think about if Bill wanted to become a girl, or was he happy being a boy? And that might help you to answer question number 5. Now, for the rest of the questions, all of your answers are in this text. Okay, so read your question carefully, think about what it's asking you, and then look for your information and your answer in here, because this is where you will find it. Now, like always, we would like to see full sentences that are written in your best handwriting, with everything that needs to be included in a sentence: capital letters, finger spaces, full stops. And remember, if you're spelling a word that's in here, we want to see it spelt correctly. Don't forget to take your picture and send it to the Year 4 email address.